Hey Bayek, it's me Ian, and in today's video, well, I'm continuing my look at classic Doctor Who, and we're now on the Fourth Doctor. So this is State of Decay from 1980. This is the second story in the E-Space trilogy, and this is season 18, and it's in 4 episodes, and it's the 4th story of season 18. Previously we'd had Full Circle, and the next one will be Warrior's Gate. This was transmitted from the 22nd of November to the 13th of December 1980. And it's written by Terrance Dicks, who it's good to see doing this story, I think. On the extras, there's a really good interview with him and talking about how this created this story, and of course we've got a vampire story as well, which is fantastic. Now it's directed by Peter Moffat. He was director of The Visitation, which is 1982, Modern Undead, 1983, The Five Doctors, yes, what a story, 1983, he directed that. Then the other end of the spectrum, The Twin Dilemma, 1984, perhaps I'm being too harsh on that now, and The Two Doctors, 1985. So the script editor for this season is Christopher H. Bidmead, and the producer is, of course, Jonathan Nathan Turner. And it's just also worth pointing out, as an executive producer, we have still got Barry Letts around, which is always good. The music, of course, is by now Paddy Kingsland. Obviously, we've got a change in direction in the music, which is great. It's we're getting into it now. You get that sound that you get used to, and we've got it now with this new composer. So let's go through the cast. We've got Tom Baker, of course, as the Fourth Doctor. We've got Lila Ward playing Romana, and then we've got Matthew Wardhouse now as Adric. And of course, John Leeson doing the voice of K9. So we'll go through the cast. We've got William Lindsay playing Zargo. Mainly known for TV series and TV films. However, he was in one of my favourite all-time films. He was in Life Force, 1985. Tobe Hooper, classic film. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. Then we've got Rachel Davis, who plays Camilla. Lots of TV shows and TV series with the actress. Then we've got Emrys James, who plays Orcon. Again, TV series and TV films, a lot there. And then we've got Clinton Graham, who plays Ivo. Yeah, he was in a few interesting films. He was in Robbery in 1967. Stanley Baker stars in that fantastic film. He was in Goodbye Mr. Chips again, 1969, another great film. And he was in a war film, Raid on Rommel, 1971. He was in The Love Machine in 1971. And Penny Gold, 1973. Just a few highlights there of films that he was involved in. So, you're saying to yourself, Bayek, what is this about? Well, I think we have had a few hints already. It's a vampire story. So, as usual, the Doctor and Romana with Adric as a stowaway. Yes, Adric stowed away in the TARDIS, and it's obviously discovered when he gets involved in what's going on. So the TARDIS lands on a planet we're still in East space, and this planet has 3 vampire lords who rule over a village, but this village is kept in a very low tech way. They don't want the science, because they have got science advanced in this civilization, but they don't want the village to have that science, which is an interesting thing. So it's kept deliberately at a low level of development, this village. It does seem a bit strange that there's only one village and no other settlements, but there we are. And the lords intend to raise their vampire leader, who is you always have these big sort of creature things, and there we've got one. We've got this big thing, supposedly big, which you'll see when I mention the comments about it. And these villagers are picked out. So many are picked out, and they have to go, and their blood feeds the vampires, basically. That in a way, that's what the story is. And of course, there is certain resistance, those outsiders who won't conform to this, and that is where we see the conflict and the story emerge with the Doctor and Ramama involved. Well, I absolutely love this story again. I think the important thing to say about this story is how well and great the sets are. The sets look absolutely fantastic. This is Doctor Who, but it's got the Hammer horror brilliance of the sets, because Hammer horror, it may have been considered a low budget horror, but wow, there were some great sets, and this has some brilliant sets for Doctor Who, and the costumes look fantastic as well. Brilliant costumes, absolutely, and also you can have all these things, but if the acting isn't much good, but yeah, the acting's great as usual. With a lot of these actors really put themselves into the roles, and this is perfect. They look brilliant. They do a great job, and that always elevates a story, because that's what you get. Now, I think we have to talk about the letdown of the story. Yes, the big letdown is this creature, the Great One, is actually, we see it, this bit of a hand that pops up, a gloved hand, and that's it. We don't see the rest of the creature. So the gloved hand is this that everybody's terrified with. And yes, but hey, it's Doctor Who, so it's part of Doctor. It's part of the fun of Doctor Who, isn't it? But it does look so good, this story. You know, despite the gloved hand, it does look absolutely fantastic, and I think this is again a good addition to the stories that we're having. This is, say, the middle part of the V-Space trilogy. The Full Circle looked very good as well, and this does. What am I gonna say about it? I just think it's great, and everything you like. The Doctor's in great form. He's coming out with some great lines. He seems actually now much more relaxed in many ways. They've restrained, as I said, the introduction of John Nathan Turner has changed Tom Baker in many ways. You can see it, and he's still there. He still some great lines from Tom Baker. Everything's great, and Romana, she's fitting in better. I'm liking Lala Ward a lot more now than I did initially. She's got her own way now. You get kind of used to it. I think that's it. If you need the companions need to grow, I think, and I think I like her a lot better now, I think, as I'm watching develop, as the stories develop, which is a good thing, isn't it? It has to be. So overall, it's another highly recommended story, and especially as we know it's getting nearer and nearer the end of Tom Baker's era being the final season. So before I go, I will show you what I've got now from the this DVD box set of the E-Space trilogy. Here it is. Yes. So there's cover there, and there's the back. There's a lot of extras on there as well, which are excellent. Brilliant documentaries, particularly the making of documentary is all you need. Look at that disc. Beautiful disc. And as usual, it's a wonderful leaflet. Fantastic. Absolutely love these DVDs. I say it every week. I wouldn't change them. I know a lot of people, when you upgrade to Blu-ray, get rid of them. I can understand why in terms of space sometimes and that. But I collected these DVDs for all them years, getting them as they were released. I wouldn't get rid of them. I love them. They're still good to watch. They upscale really well, and I find them brilliant. And of course, I'll just show you again. Here is season 18 Blu-ray, which this is on. And this always looks. I love these as well. These look great. So I wouldn't get rid of any of them. These are just wonderful collection, and highly recommended. But if you can't, the DVDs are good enough, in my opinion. If you can collect them, if you haven't got that, if you can't, there's budgets and things in getting hold of these seasons. Though it is nice to have the Blu-ray ones, but you could probably pick up some of these DVDs quite cheap. They're really good as well. Highly recommended. So that's it. I have gone on too much. I just say that the VHS release, which I remember well, was in 1997, and the DVD release that we just showed you there was in 2009 in the box set. And then, of course, we've got this one, which I'm not sure. I should have done my homework here. I think this could be about 2019 release, something like that. Anyhow, sorry about that. I should know my stuff, but yes, this is it is worth getting. Obviously, you can, and you can get the well, you probably might not even be able to get all of this now. Oh, it's at a ridiculous price. Yeah, I'm sure there's a standard edition, Blu-ray edition of this, which you'll be able to get as well. So that's fantastic. And that's it. I've gone on far too long. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And you can see all the reviews I've done. If you just look in the playlist will show you all the previous Doctor Who reviews I've done. And also you can see that I do a lot of other things. I review lots of films, TV series, and a bit of music thrown in. And so if you like this video, please give this video a like. If you give it a like, it gets out to YouTube. So hopefully other people might enjoy it. So I won't, but hopefully they might do. And if you have any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments, and I'll always reply to them. And that's it. So all I'm going to say is, I'll see thee again.